Here is my beautiful 1995 Cadillac. It's a Fleetwood Brougham. Last of the big boys, last of the big rear drive, body on frame Cadillacs. Nothing sporty about this thing. James May would be very happy that it hasn't been tested on the Nürburgring. It's a big, floaty land yacht. I love these cars. I actually have two of them. But this is the one I'm going to sell. The 1995 with 46,000 actual miles. It's in gorgeous shape, as you can see. The body's in almost perfect shape. I mean, again, it is a 1995. And the interior is just about as perfect. As you can see, I wish you could smell how good this interior smells. It smells like leather, like a Cadillac should. The driver's seat even shows very little wear. I'll show it to you from the driver's side. Dashboard not cracked. That happens on these things. My other one has a crack in the dash pad, but this one don't. It doesn't. So even the driver's area is very clean. This is a common failure on these seats. A lot of them have this. However, this one's got a very clean pillar here. A lot of these wear out. My other one has some wear here that this one doesn't have. Let's take it for a ride. Gotta somehow do this while putting on my seatbelt and holding a phone. As you can see, 46,000 miles. Pops over beautifully, smoothly, quietly. This one even has the optional CD player. That was an upgrade in 1995. Otherwise, you just got a cassette player. Big long hood with that emblem proudly standing against the wind before aerodynamics was a thing. These cars lock their doors when you put them in drive. All right, moving the yacht. I love these things. You want a land yacht? This is the one you want. A 95 or 96 Fleetwood with the LT1. That LT1's got a lot of punch. I'm going to show you that. But you can see, you know, I'm hands off the wheel at this point. There's my other hand. I recently had it aligned. It's ready to go. You'll see from the description that I've done some recent work to it just to, well, not me, I had the mechanic do it, but just to make it perfect for you. There are a couple little things that I've outlined in the ad because it is a 1995, but for the most part it's hard to find one of these in this kind of condition. My standard test drive loop when I sell a car, I have way too many cars. All right. And what I'm going to do is give it the beans as soon as I go straight and chirp the tires. You definitely want the one with the LT1 because these things get up and honk. And I think the 0 to 60 time was somewhere in the 6.5 second range, and so definitely feels peppy when you've got a vehicle this large moving that quickly. And the sound, of course, of that LT1, you heard it. Gorgeous. And of course, anybody who knows anything about a GM 350 V8, you could put a 2 in front of the 46,000 miles here and still have a good engine. They last a long time if you take good care of them. And this one, of course, has been very well maintained. What is it like to drive a Fleetwood? Well, they're big. They're a little wallowy. I mean, I'm moving the steering wheel a lot, and the car's not moving a whole lot. That's just part of the whole land yacht experience, we'll call it. It soaks up bumps. There's a lot of suspension travel. The springs are soft, so it's a cushy ride. And then you add to that thick, comfortable, cushy leather seats. And there's nothing like it. Frankly, I don't understand what automotive journalists have done to new cars. Everything has to be fast and go around a Nürburgring and slalom. And what happened to these comfortable, gosh, I just want to be in it for 7 hours trip to Chicago type cars? I live near Lake Minnetonka, Minnesota Lake. It's kind of where the wealthy folks live. I'm not counting myself necessarily among them. But if you're a wealthy family or person, you're going to want to live on Lake Minnetonka. At least that's where Minnesota is. I think it's a 14,000 acre lake. This is just one bay. There's bays all over the place. Whoa! Slow down while the truck avoids the pedestrian. As you can see or hear, I'm kind of going over a bumpy road. Not that you'd know it in this thing. It's just soaking up bumps. Other cars would make your teeth chatter on. Not this thing. Yeah, you're not going to want to go around corners fast. This isn't an autocrosser. This is back when dignified motoring meant big, soft, quiet, powerful. Some of these things even tow like 7,000 pounds when properly equipped. So we're turning back into my neighborhood. A lot of people out walking today. It's a warm day for March in Minnesota. It's about 50 degrees, something like that. Gosh, I love the fact that I can just go over big potholes and, you know, manhole covers or what have you. I'll hit one on purpose here. And you just barely feel it. It's so cool. You know, I love that. I hope you do too. All right, pulling back into my home. A lot of cars, too many cars. There's a Fleetwood in there. Actually, there's a white one. A couple Mercedes MLs. I've got a GT500 Shelby and a couple other Mercedes, and I'm a nut. But I do take good care of my cars, and I do think if you're looking for a Fleetwood in triple dark cherry with really low miles, you kind of can't go wrong with this one. And I'll leave off with, have you ever heard the General Motors, I think it's a quad tone horn? It sounds like a frickin' train. Watch this. You don't get that anymore either. Well, anyway, if you buy this car, you're gonna love it. Have a great day.